Hi there everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to my channel, Aqualuna73. This is going to be a moon reading, like those midnight moon readings. I had to wait a long time to do this reading. I wanted to do it earlier, but I couldn't because there were people. It's nighttime, okay, but there was somebody like working, and I heard someone with a hammer inside the house. I don't know where the hell it was. So I couldn't do the reading, and I had to wait until everyone is asleep. I think everyone is asleep, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I decided that I wanted to change the reading a little bit. Like, I don't want to do it the same way that I did it before. So what I'm going to do, I can't do it. I want to use this thing. I haven't used this in a very long time. So I'm just going to use it very lightly. Okay, just lightly, because I don't want to wake up everybody. Okay, don't you like that? It's beautiful, isn't it? I like the sound. Okay, so I'm going to just put this over here and have my incense there. And now we're going to start the reading. So I drew 3 cards in advance because I wanted to meditate on the cards, okay? And I didn't want to, like I said, these are oracle readings. There's less tarot cards and more oracle cards. But I wanted to incorporate the specific deck because this reading is going to be a past life reading. I was called to do a past life reading. Okay, so I have no idea what the hell this is about. But there I have I almost want to say a load of downloads that I got for this. So first of all, there's 2 songs before I forget. One song is Alphaville, Forever Young. Okay. And the other song is Nikita by Elton John. And as far as I know, Nikita and Alphaville, the song of Alphaville was written during, or basically the Nikita is based on a man that falls in love with a woman, but she lives on the opposite side of the Berlin Wall. Okay, so basically it's like a love story of somebody that wants to be with someone, but they can't because there's a wall between them, and they live in different countries, and there's like there's something like a barrier between these 2 individuals. Maybe it's a cultural barrier. I have no idea what this is. Okay, or they might have been in this previous life that they had. The Cold War was began in 1947, so I think whoever you are, you might have lived during that period, okay, and reincarnated again here in this lifetime. Okay, so I have no idea where this is going to lead, but you should go look at the lyrics of those songs. Okay, it's very beautiful, and the meaning behind it. And yeah, like I said, Alphaville, Forever Young, and Nikita. Okay, so this is the 3 cards that I got. The first card is the 5 of Coins. Okay, this one. And then you have the Wise Woman here. And your other card is the 10 of Swords. I just want to drink some water. So, we're approaching a full moon. And this full moon, there's a lot of emotions that's going to run high. Maybe it's already started. It's not going to only affect me, but most of us. Okay, so I have no idea exactly what this is. I would suggest, seeing that we're in this full moon or approaching this full moon, you might be very discerning in how you react or act in certain situations. Okay. So I have no idea what this means. So let's continue. Your first, like I said, first card is the 5 of coins. I was first going to draw some oracle cards also. Sorry guys, I forgot. Excuse me, sorry guys. I have allergies, okay. The year with this 5 of coins, this is your first card. Okay, I said it's going to be a past life reading. Okay, so this is your aura. Your let me just pull my cheek close. I want to have my notes here that I made of the. Okay, so this is your aura that you're currently in, and the 5 of coins, you will ask yourself. You will see it. A lot of people know the 5 of coins is like a poverty card. Okay, but there is something in your aura that is telling you that there is some type of lack, or it comes across as something that's missing. Okay, this might be a twin flame reading. Okay, so if this is a twin flame phenomena, divine male, divine female thing, I am not very familiar with this twin flame thing, so I'm just speaking off the bat here. Okay, as far as I know, this concept of the twin flame is basically according to I have no idea even according to whom, but apparently when the twin flame souls came to this plane, the soul was split in half, and one half was put on one side of the planet and the other one was on the other side of the planet, and they had this mission. Okay, they have the soul mission to find each other. Okay, so this could be something similar here. It's almost like you have this individual, or you have this here. This is your aura, and your aura is almost like you're in this energy of there's a missing part of you. Okay, it's almost like the same concept of the Bible of Adam and the rib that's missing. Okay, so there is like I don't know if you are in this energy or if both of you are in this energy where you feel there's something missing. Okay, there's something missing. I have no idea what the hell this is. Okay, but this is your soul's aura. Okay, it's like it's a sadness, basically a loss or a sadness. And there's this philosopher that also came to mind. Okay, what is this? I can't even pronounce this man's name. I even went on Google where they pronounce words so that I know how to pronounce it. So I'm going to try as Dostoevsky. Okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I know that's not correct. But he was a philosopher, okay, from Russia. And there was something that he wrote. There was something specific that he wrote that I wanted to mention. Okay, can't remember it now. But if I do, I will post it in my community section. Okay, but it's something similar to this. It's something similar about this energy that you find yourself in. So I distinctly get the feeling that I'm dealing with a situation, or someone is dealing with a situation where you find yourself in this energy, like you feel there's something missing, or your soul. It's not necessarily meaning that you feel unhappy about something. Okay, you might have a very fulfilling life. Okay, you have a fulfilling job, you're happy in your business, but there's always this longing, okay, or this idea in the back of your head, there's something that I'm missing, there's something that I'm not seeing, or something to that effect. Okay, the second card is the wise woman. Okay. Your birthday could have been the 12th of March. Okay. Okay, so this is Pisces season. And strangely enough, this is also the same time that the Cold War was started. You could have been Pisces, this individual could have been Scorpio in your previous life. You and this individual, you were both water signs. I'm channeling here, okay. Okay, so this is the wise woman card here. The second card. I had a lot of downloads, okay. I haven't even written it all down. So the wise woman is your second card. The wise woman is also the Empress card in the Major Arcana, okay. And she represents, I think I'm talking maybe talking to a divine female here. Oh, she represents a culmination of many women. And it's almost like it could be that you've had many lifetimes, like maybe you're an old soul, you have lived many lifetimes, okay. You will see here, if you look at the wise woman card here, I just want to show you, she has these wands and these protruding things here that's supposed to represent the moon, okay. And she has a cloak, and the cloak is blue on the outside, which indicates passiveness, and then it's red on the inside, and there's a book, and this book is exposed, meaning she is open to give the knowledge that she's gained with all the lifetimes that she's lived, okay. And if you look at the shape closely, it's shaped like a vagina, okay, if you look at it. This is exactly what it looked like, and this is the description also in the booklet. It's supposed to look like a vagina. So basically, she has knowledge as a woman of her sexual energy, how she should carry it, what she should do with it, what she shouldn't do with it, etc. Okay? So she's wise in that regard. And she has the ability to teach people things that they might not understand about themselves. Okay, I'm just drinking more water here. Okay. So, I think you could have, in your previous life, there was this download that I had. Anyway, let's continue. Maybe it will come back to me. Okay, so in this previous lives that you had, you may have had seen that you're the wise woman and represented by the wise woman. Your soul aura carries a very strong, independent woman essence, okay? Someone who's very adaptable and intelligent, okay? She has a very huge knowledge base with a book. And she also conceals a lot of mysteries, okay, of the spiritual world. She's in touch here with the animal aspect, or not only in herself, but also in males, okay? And she has a very huge mental expansion. it's like, yeah, it's almost like you have to overcome. In this lifetime, there's something that you need to overcome. And this is why you're having this card here. Something about adaptability. Okay, I strongly get the sense that whoever you are, you had some type of relationship that you may have, yeah, with this Alphaville and this Nikita song. Okay, there was this connection that you had with someone in a previous life. You could have had very two different backgrounds, maybe different countries, but that's not necessarily the only different countries. I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't think of something. It's like, you know, like that Divergent series, you come from two different factions, okay, and you basically have to stay within these guidelines and rules of the different factions. And one of these guidelines and rules of the different factions is that you shouldn't interact with other factions, okay, or marry a person from another faction, or date another person. It's something similar like that. And you basically had a lot of lifetimes where you and this person were kept apart, okay. This is why you have this sense of, I don't know, maybe you have the sense that you're being deprived of something, okay? I don't know what. Your soul, not you per se, but your soul feels deprived. And I don't know how to express this. Your soul, how does your soul feel deprived? Your soul feels deprived. Okay, if your soul feels deprived, it basically means there's no spiritual connection. You may have no spiritual connection with the people around you. Okay. This is what it possibly could mean. And you maybe had this with this individual in the previous lifetimes, even only for a brief moment. Okay. You had this maybe spiritual connection with the individual. And then they just briefly in your life and they disappear, and that this is what happened in all the lifetimes that you were in. And I'm wondering why. Okay, I have no idea why it's like this. Ten of Swords is your next, is your third card. Okay, your Ten of Swords with your third card. So I'm just looking at my notes, guys. And drinking water. Swords are represented by air signs. And I have no idea who this individual is that I'm talking to here. Like I said, yeah, in this card, it's like there were strange events, okay? Strange events that happened around this connection. I have no idea exactly what these strange events are. And obviously, if there's some type of strange events happening surrounding the situation, you have to find a stranger solution to whatever this is. I have no idea. This reading is very confusing. Okay. I think with this Ten of Swords, through all the lifetimes that you've experienced this strange events that's been happening, it left you in this energy of the Ten of Swords, where you felt disillusioned about everything. Maybe this is why you also feel a sense of loss in your soul. Okay, I think if I look at it from a spiritual perspective, and if this twin flame phenomena is a thing for real, it would explain to me why you would feel this way. There could be a lot of reasons why people would prevent a connection like this. Okay, especially if you look at it from a spiritual and esoteric perspective, because we in the esoteric and occultic world work with energies, and we work with the spiritual world. And this indicates to me that there's something really powerful in this connection. Very, very powerful between the two of you, whoever you are. Okay. This is a man in this card. He is almost in this energy like he doesn't even want to try. Okay. Or he's ignoring something. But he's also in this energy the same as you. Okay, you're just portraying it or expressing it differently. But he also feels the sense of loss. Maybe he can't even explain what he's feeling, or even you. Okay, so it tells me that definitely there's something there. I have no idea what this is. We're going to try and figure this thing out. Okay, but you in this environment where you feel lost. You could, like I said, you could both be very happy individuals in general, but there's something that you feel is missing. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. I'm going to say this is your fourth card, Gaia's Garden. It sees fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. Okay. It comes across to me with this fourth card. It's like Gaia's garden. What is a garden? If you talk about Gaia, Gaia is earth. Okay. It says reap what you sow. You both have experienced a lot of setbacks in previous lifetimes. I think there's something here in this lifetime that's going to be very rewarding for both of you. Okay, I have no idea what this is. I don't even know if this union is going to happen. Okay, I don't know. Because I don't know how these things work. I've never gone and studied any of these things. Okay, I'm clueless about this stuff. I've never studied up on twin flames. I do not want to, pull myself into a specific direction where I get entangled in stuff like this. Because if you make something your truth, eventually things are going to play out that way, okay? Because you start to believe in something in a certain way. But I got the download of Nikita, like I said. I got the download of Alphaville, which tells me there's a man and a woman in a situation This could be a twin flame thing. You shared previous lifetimes, but very briefly you met each other every time, briefly, okay? Like I said, there was always this wall. It could be there's a wall between you. It could be that you represented different aspects of different things, okay? There's this other download that I'm having now. I think I also already mentioned this. You know that Charmed, okay, that series Charmed. It was a 90s series about 3 sisters that were witches. Okay, so Phoebe, I think her name was Phoebe. Or what was her name? Alicia Milano was one of the sisters. I can't remember what her name was. I think it was Phoebe, character name. She basically fell in love with Julian McMahon, which was in Fantastic Four. And he was the character, a demonic character in Charmed. He was Balthazar, was a demon. And she basically fell in love with him and he fell in love with her. But they couldn't be together because obviously he's a demon and she's human. And I mean, there were a lot of episodes that you could actually see he felt very deeply for her and he loved her dearly. But because of who he was and where he came from, okay, they couldn't be together. And it could never work out. So I have no idea what this is, okay? I don't want to talk about these things because I don't want to give you false hope. But this is what the universe is telling you. Okay, I don't know if both of you... I have no idea what this is. I think the word general is coming to mind. One of you could have been a general in a... What is popping up in my mind now is the movie The Last Emperor. Why is the movie The Last Emperor is coming to mind? And what I see in my head now is a warrior. He's dressed like a samurai warrior. This is what I see in my head now. So someone could have been a general in some way. In maybe in an ancient army or something like that, okay. Okay, I'm going to get you another card now. I don't know if this is you that was the general or this person. The Wise Woman of Wonderland is the next card, and it's your 5th card. It says here, integrity and compromise. Obviously, if you want to solve a situation like this, I don't know if you are in separation with this person, if you already meet this person again the way you did in previous lifetimes where you meet this person briefly, or you're still going to. But if it's going to happen and you feel this connection with this individual, you need to, there is some type of karma that needs to play out here between the two of you. Okay, because it says reap what you sow, that's karma. And it doesn't come across as bad karma, it says Gaia's garden. Okay, abundance, it says abundance, so it's not bad karma. So the Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. This situation is going to require a lot of integrity. So I'm not sure, you could both be very influential people. This is why it's going to require you to have integrity and to compromise, okay, regarding the situation. because there is some type of social status for both of you at play here. It's like you could be both public figures, okay, because there's some type of social status that's important here. It's not like you need to keep up a facade. It's important because it's like, oh, I don't know how to say, like it's like an influential couple, or like two influential people. Okay, people look up to you. You have to have a certain rapport with your workers if you're CEO of a company. Okay, you have to have a strong backbone. You have to, and you can't be like, I don't know how to express this, but there is that certain image or certain something, okay, that needs to be adhered to. What is this that they need to adhere to? Let me see first. What is this thing that you talk about that they need to adhere to? Clouds. It says here confusion, negativity, unclarity, doubt, worry, and uncertainty. So, I don't know if you're going to connect with this individual in this lifetime, but whatever, I don't know what this is, but if this is the case and you were kept from each other in previous lifetimes, and you believe in the spiritual world and the occultic world, and you believe in the fact that people can do spells or do psychological influences to keep certain people away, yes, it's possible. It is possible. Okay, a person might not do a spell and say something and throw something in a pot, but there are other means to subliminally influence people, okay, to keep them in a certain type of state of mind. And seeing that you and this individual came from different backgrounds. I told you the Cold War, okay? So I don't know in which side was which. I told you about Nikita. So I strongly get the feeling that one of you as female were very strong in a certain regard. This male that you were dealing with, there's this character in one of the Dostoevsky's books, okay? What was the goddamn book's name? Let me go see quickly here if I can find it. I just want to have a look here. He was one of the characters in his book that he wrote. Okay, the brothers. What was the book's name? Let me just have a look here quickly, guys. Just hold on. Okay, I can't remember what the book's name is, but he wrote a book, okay, and there was this character in this book. I'm not going to look, I don't have time. But there was this character in this book, and this character was a very sweet and loving character, very nice guy. But he was very passive. He wasn't even aggressive. He was just there. But he was a nice guy. But he was not the type of guy that would act out or act up or stand up for something. So whoever you are, you were a strong female, but this individual, this male, or your counterpart for that matter, wasn't the type of person that was like this. So either you were general and you were female. Oh my God, why is this coming to mind? Joan of Arc. Why is Joan of Arc coming to mind? Okay, Joan of Arc is coming to mind. You were like a Joan of Arc character. Okay. I have no idea who this man is that you're dealing with or had to deal with. I strongly get the feeling that trying to see if I can pick up anything else here. Any downloads. I'm trying to figure out who this individual was, this man. I strongly get the feeling like you were a very powerful person in your previous life, even with this wise woman. But I want to know who he was, what he was. Like I said, I can't even remember what the person's name was in that character. I think if I find it, I'm going to post the name, okay? But he was a very passive person, very nice and kind, caring individual, gentle, but not aggressive. I don't know who this person is or was. The Desert Prince is the next card. Survival and false promises. And it's your number 6 card. I think this energy of the Desert Prince is this person that you're dealing with, this male. Well, this is how you might see them. You might see them this way. Or, okay. This is what I pick up now. This individual in your previous lives that you were with this person, you briefly had encounters with this person. It was very brief. This person never stuck around. Okay. It's across as if this person was somebody like a soldier, or you were a high-ranking soldier, but this person wasn't. You were general like this person is like. Or maybe this person was a prince and you were just someone in the army. Okay. Wow. I think the reason why there was no connection with this person was because of the type of lives that you lead. Seeing that you were both in the military. Okay. Like I said, the Shogun is coming to mind. Shogun, right? And then there's this movie, The Last Emperor, that's coming to mind. So it must have been that you were either a samurai, someone in the Cold War, or it could be that both of you had lives in those different lifetimes. Okay. The next card is the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Okay, so I don't know what is going to shock you. I think what the universe is trying to say here is this. You need to trace something back, your history. You need to go back into history. There's something in your past that you need to look at in this card. Because there's something that you need to find out about yourself. Okay. You could have, some of you are suggested that you have like some type of hypnosis where you can see who you were in the past lifetime and how you need to process certain types of energies and yeah, if you want this union to occur, okay? Or actually play out in this lifetime. But something tells me it couldn't be that way because of the type of work that you did. You were both in the military, okay? One, or this person was a prince and you were in the military, or vice versa. And whatever you do, there's some type of shift that's going to occur if you do this. Maybe the shift is just your shift in perspective. Yeah, I get a strong feeling that either you are royalty or this person was. Or maybe both of you were. Okay, the phoenix, resurrection, surrender to change. Okay, I'm doing a past life spread and I'm doing it according to 8 questions that I ask myself before I get the card. And when I did this, draw this card, I was asking how you passed on in your previous life. So either you passed on, yeah, it says a phoenix. You either were involved in some type of fire, you died in a fire, or it's something with fire, okay? Yeah, with this fire prince as well. I mean this desert prince, sorry. I don't know what this is that you, but there's something. You passed on your previous life, which tells me it was a very traumatic death. You had a very traumatic death. And when you went into the afterlife, it's like there were certain karmic energies that were attached to you. Okay? Which made it very difficult for you to transition. I wouldn't say it's guilt because you were general. No, it's not that. It doesn't come across as if you were an honorable person. It doesn't come across like that. I see Joan of Arc, okay, character. So, I have no idea who you are. You could have been a woman and you were burned at the stake as a witch. Or they saw you as a witch and they burned you. This is how you pass this individual. Okay. This longing that they have. Maybe they saw what you did. There's nothing that they could do about it. Okay. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, why is this popping up in my head? I'm looking for an example now, and there's this Django that's popping up into my head. The movie Django of what is his name? I can't remember, but it's about a slave and his wife and the way they tortured her. Oh my God, this is terrible. Jesus Christ Almighty, please. I do not want to have these types of downloads. But anyway, it was very traumatic. That's all I can pick up. Okay. The keeper of the scales, fairness and balance. This is you. You have a lot. You had a lot of trauma. And you basically, this lifetime is a lifetime that you need to. It's almost like the scales. All your lifetimes are balancing out now in this lifetime with this card. Can you remember there was this time I spoke about the 3 different types of karmas? Your karmas are paid up. There's no karma anymore. Okay? Of your previous lives. It's like you're getting a clean slate with this. This is amazing. This is like almost like a message from the universe. I want to know, what was the past life? What is the impact that this past life has on the present life? This is the last card I'm going to draw now. What is the impact that this past life has on the present life? I only pick up your energy. I don't pick up a lot about this individual that you're dealing with. Okay, this person is very in the background. Okay, past life. What is the past life impact on this connection? I'm not connection. What is the past life impact on the present moment for my collective? The Arrow Master. Let me just drink some water. The Arrow Master. Hitting the mark, intention and detachment. You have mastered something, and this is what you need to learn. You've mastered a lot of things. This is what your past impact was. You got the Wise Woman as well, yeah. So you basically balanced everything out. What you need to do is this lifetime is basically a lifetime, like a reward, I would say. So like I said, it's not like you grew up, your previous lives were very tumultuous, and the way you died as well. But this lifetime is like a reward from the universe, okay? And you should take it as such. However this union is going to play out, I do not know, but I do know that you have a background, a military background in your previous life, and so does this person. This person could have been royalty or you, but it's because of this. You either were both in the military, or either both yeah, something to that effect. There's certain things that you need to detach yourself from. I think you have an attachment to an outcome of something. I have no idea what this is. You need to detach. You already placed your intentions into the universe, and you did what you needed to do. You need to detach from something and just let the energies flow. Whatever is for you will come back to you. Okay, there's no such thing that something is lost. Okay, something that's for you, it will gravitate towards you. It will gravitate towards you, back again towards you all the time when it's for you. Okay, and you will feel it when it's for you. So I have no idea when you're going to have this union with this individual and how it's going to play out, but I strongly get the feeling that there was a lot of interferences, like maybe distance, the type of job that you were both doing, the type of titles that you had, and this interfered basically. Okay, and this lifetime is basically a reward for both of you. So you already overcame this. So I'm not sure when you're going to unite with this person. I'm going to do maybe a second reading on this, and then we're going to see. Okay, so we're going to do this part 1. Anyway, this is your reading for today, guys. I love you. Please take care. Bye.